is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I just have a process video for you. Just for no reason other than I'm trying to kill my kits that are from the ScrapRoom, the flavors of the month for the month of August. Yeah, I just like to kill my kits. I like to use it all. So that is what I'm going with today. So today I am using, I am drawing a blank on the name. It'll come to me. Simple Stories, Simple Vintage. Oh, it's just right there on the tip of my tongue. You're probably yelling at me about it. But I will have links to the ScrapRoom down below so you can get your hands on these kits. So this is a picture of my daughter, and this is when we were at the Met. And so we were in like the section that had like all the night gear and kind of like all the weapons, and so the boys are like super interested, right? And I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna like sit there and probably read about all this stuff, and Julianne really isn't either. So we come to this picture. I don't even remember who it is. I probably should look it up, and I probably should put it on the back, but she decided she needed to pose like him with her water bottle. And it was just funny. And so I took her picture. So the king or prince or whoever he is in the picture, I know his like armor is not animal print, but at a quick glance to me, it totally looks like animal print. So I was like, I am using the animals when it comes to this layout. And same with my title that says Wild and Free. So there's where my thought process is he, it looks like he's just wearing like an animal print onesie. And so yeah, that's why I'm starting with this. So I'm starting with this background paper. It's got this beautiful, like, it's already like done for you. It's got this 2 beautiful embellishment clusters basically, and it's got the fox on there. And so the colors are kind of like the background color of the paper is very similar to the background of the photo, like the painting, I guess, probably. So I went ahead and I'm using that as a whole, not just piece of it, as a whole. And then I'm taking some of my scraps, and then I double matted my photo and tore. So I did the wood grain to kind of be like the frame. And then I added the kind of creamy, like collage paper one behind it, and then tore the bottom. And I'm going to set that kind of in the middle of the page, really close to the fox. And then I took one of the cut apart sheets, and I'm going to use that for my journaling. It's got a little camera on it, and it says something that's totally not related. So I covered that up with that little ticket, as well as the chipboard deer. I thought the deer was just cute, and why not? I also get a chipboard butterfly and dragonfly on this, and a moth for that matter, and then a couple of chipboard stars. So going back to the cut apart pieces, I find these labels, and when I put them down, I can see what they say. One says here and there. This one says relax and enjoy, which we were kind of relaxed walking through the museum, right? Like, it's not totally out in left field. So I'm just going to go with it. And then this one says peace and quiet, which, you know, you're not really supposed to be loud in a museum. So I'm definitely going with it. Okay, so here's where I decide that I need a third layer. And so I am looking at this piece that has like a bunch of different animals and foliage and stuff on it. So I'm going to go ahead and make another mat. This one is not going to be torn, mainly because it barely fits behind the torn mat that I have. And then I'm going to take this piece that's my cut apart, and I'm going to mat it too. So I'm going to mat it on the other side, which is this green polka dot. Bring in a little more green, since I have some green in that label that's going to go up in the right hand corner. And then I have like a green chipboard star, I believe. Okay, so now I'm ready to start gluing everything down. I basically have all of the pieces that I want, and they're pretty much going to go all in the same area. I'm going to have my title there up at the top. I'm going to move the butterfly over to the side. I didn't like all of those butterflies by that one little butterfly. So I'm going to move that to the right, and then I'm going to add that dragonfly. I'm going to put it on top of my journaling block. So basically my design is, as far as the pieces that I'm adding, it is a diagonal design, even though the pieces on the paper would go in the other diagonal. So I'm still feeling like I need a little something else. So I have these cutoffs from the cardstock that came in the kit, and I'm just going to do a little tear away piece and then add that. So I know I want it on a couple of different areas, but now I just can't decide where it should go. So I'm going to start with the top, and then normally I would do kind of the opposite of the bottom, but then I would be like tearing into the fox. So that didn't work. So I decided what I'm going to do is just do 3 areas and ignore the bottom altogether. So I'm just going to tear a piece off. I do like tearing it so that you can see the white core. So it gives it a little bit of a separation. And then I just stick these strips right behind it. So I'm trying to make sure that they're pretty equal, and I think that's going to do it. So everything is glued down. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Like I said, I will have the information for the scrap room listed down below, so you can get your hands on that. And I hope you enjoyed this process. So that's going to do it for me today. Remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next time. Bye.